so easy.
We're going to show you how to get underneath the sidewalk in 2 minutes, the easy way. You don't have to use water and create a muddy mess that you'll end up having to work in. We're going to show you an auger that you use on a big angle drill. Look at how easy this goes underneath the sidewalk. It doesn't matter what the soil type is. You're going to be able to go under a sidewalk in a matter of 2 minutes. This is the easiest way to drill underneath a sidewalk. If I was a DIYer and I had to go underneath a sidewalk in 2 or 3 places, it's worth the price of this auger. I'm going to give you all the information so that you can order one of these augers for your company or for your project. It's a wonderful small business, I believe out of Ohio. And I'm going to give you their phone number, their email. I'm going to show you their website so that I can direct you guys to this custom auger company, this small business, kind of a mom and pop business. And they do a wonderful job. You want to ask for Becky. The phone number is 865-585-7861. Their Gmail is customaugers@gmail.com. My crew has used this drill the entire year, and the auger has held up wonderfully. We've gone under every sidewalk the entire year with this. For 5% off, tell her that Robert at the French Drain Man told you to give her a call. There are several ways to get underneath a sidewalk, but the most common way is just to dig with a narrow shovel. When you dig with a narrow shovel, the bottom of the trench is not perfect. So how can you be reassured that you're not going to have a belly underneath the sidewalk? Because I'm here to tell you, most runs that are under sidewalks are bellied. Well, what we do is we put a culvert pipe underneath the sidewalk. It'll allow for a perfect sleeve so you can push the 3-inch corrugated pipe through. You're close enough to where you lifted, basically you just lifted that 3-inch pipe off the bottom of that trench. Now I know there's no belly in it.
You're right at the edge of the
You're like perfect, just like that, man. This is key. If you don't get this right and you leave a belly underneath your sidewalk, you're going to catch all the tree buds. Different things are going to settle there, and over time it's going to plug it. You can see we have a piece of dual wall 4-inch culvert pipe. And if you don't have that accessible, you can use a piece of Schedule 40 PVC 4-inch and put the 3-inch plus right through it. We know there's no belly underneath that sidewalk. We started this line really high, so we slope down to where we get under the sidewalk. This 3-inch plus line is so much easier and so much better to get under the walk with no belly. This is a beautiful run done by a professional crew. You can see the culvert pipe right there, 5 feet of culvert pipe. If this sidewalk is ever replaced, if they ever bust this sidewalk out to do brick pavers, if they ever bust out the concrete because the concrete has cracked and it needs to be replaced, it's not going to affect the drain tile. It's not going to impact the underground buried downspout system because the sleeve will protect it. Notice how shallow the 3-inch plus line is. Look how high it is. You start out as shallow as you possibly can at the beginning of a run. That way you can create more slope. Your slope will run right to your catch basin. You'll get all the debris through the pipe to the point to where the catch basin is at, and then it'll get caught at the catch basin. We have a garage that's underwater here. There's water all around it. We're going to put in an open French drain and a pump system to get rid of this water. So wherever you start, it's going to be shallow. So the guys do have 3 pipes in here. They have 3 perforated pipes. This is going to be driven over by automobiles. So we're using our extra heavy duty, high octane armor pipe. We're using the small stone so that it packs around the pipe. Again, this is going to be driven over. They can park a boat right here, drive cars in and out of the garage. You don't want big stone when you're going to be driving over the pipe. Big stone, when a vehicle drives over big stone, you're going to have these pressure points. This big round rock is going to come in contact in a smaller area. You want a bunch of small stones so that when it's driven over, the contact area of all that weight is going to be spread over the entire pipe. You also want to have in this case, you want to have your perforated pipe tight to the footing of the garage. There's a 42-inch cement footing under this garage. We want to be tight to it. When the car starts to run over the French drain system, the wheel's going to come in contact with the cement, start taking some of the weight of it, where if it was out here, the vehicle would roll over the entire French drain, applying all of its weight all the time. We're also using the solid extra heavy, so this is the French Drain Man's high octane armor in the extra HD right here. That's the blue. All right, there was a gutter right here with the concrete like that. This is what we do. We undermine the stamped concrete and then we core it. Guys did a really nice job. So right there, they went ahead, they cored that. It's really clean. They'll run the line through there. They'll be able to get the 3-inch line under there. Really nice. We're grabbing up that downspout too. We're gonna run this all the way to the street on a 4-inch main. All right, so we pull our 3-inch plus through. We don't use a 90. You can see how Francisco just slid that dual wall culvert pipe over the 3-inch plus so that it's gonna have a sexy look. It's gonna match all the others on the house, but really we're gonna use our 3-inch leaf filter adapter. Don't need a 90 if you're using our 3-inch plus. Francisco pulled that right through, got it up through that 4-inch. We did a 4.5-inch core is what we did right there through the concrete. I set up a great visual for you how to sleeve your drain system. Okay, so you're going to go under concrete. You have concrete being poured, whether it's a patio, driveway, it doesn't matter. I recommend running a sleeve. So basically, for a 3-inch pipe, you would do a 4-inch sleeve. This is dual wall, but it could be single wall, 4-inch for the sleeve, and then you slip the 3-inch through it. Works great. You need 5-inch for the 3.5. Now we use this construction grade 5-inch single wall. We love it for the 3.5. We do sell it. We have this solid virgin road construction grade single wall for sleeving 3.5. Now when the cement guys come in and they're beating this to death, they're not hurting our 3.5-inch drain pipe. Over here we have a 6-inch sleeve. Doesn't matter if it's single wall or dual wall. Dual wall holds a little bit straighter. I don't know, this 5-inch single wall is super straight for the 3.5, and we love it. We have a lot of luck with it. So single wall or dual wall, this is a 6-inch sleeve for a 4-inch pipe. Now the cement guys can run their tamper, they can beat this up, they can cut it, they can put a hole in this, they can rip the top of it off, and guess what? Your drain pipe is protected. So this is how you sleeve a 3-inch pipe, a 3.5-inch pipe, and a 4-inch pipe. All right, everybody, give me a thumbs up if you appreciate the information we're sharing. Thank you.